Hello guys, what's up you guys and welcome back to Cee-C Updates. If today is your first time coming to my channel, hi, you're welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and to my channel subscribers. Hi besties, I see you. So guys, let's talk about this upcoming interesting episode on Jhanak. The episode starts with Anirudh saying the advertise agency people called me and came to meet me. They want a new face for the earth. I told your name and they accepted. I told them not to take my name because you will refuse. I want you to do good work and become famous. I know you will meet Apple, Choton, Anjana, and Bablu, not anyone else. She's still talking sadly. I am going away from here with my wife. There is just misunderstanding in my life. I love you, Jhanak. He thinks of Jhanak. Jhanak cries and thinks of him. She says, I love you, Saji. I can't live without you. This is the biggest punishment of my life. I have to spend my entire life with this, but I have to stay away. I don't know how I will live. Mrinalini says I am going home. Choton asks why. I have to talk something important. Anjana says they got friendship. I am glad. Grandma says it would have been good if they got married. Choton has no direction in his life. He has no wife. Grandma and Anjana pull Choton and Mrinalini's leg. Choton says I have decided it. Anjana asks what? You want to stay unmarried? We have no problem. It's okay if you get happy. Choton asks when did I say that? Grandma says you always say that. Anjana says yes, you were saying you will leave this house. Choton says yes, but for job. Imnenedi smiles. Anjana says you came to tell this. You got a job. Choton says no, I am not going anywhere. Grandma says okay. You mean you will stay at home? Anjana asks, what will you tell now? What's left? You are so innocent. He says, I was saying I'm not going anywhere. Grandma says we had it. You have nothing to say. She asks him Nani to go home. She says we have much work. Choton says you didn't let me say the real matter. Nene says I don't know. He says I understand. I have no problem with it. Anjana asks what? He says, I am thinking to marry and become a family man. Anjana says, oh, okay, you lost a nice girl. How will I find a girl so soon? She asks Nene if she knows someone. Grandma says, it's good thing, Shoton. I will find a nice bride for you. You didn't marry the girl we liked. Minu won't marry you now. Shoton worries and says, no, I was saying it's my age to get married. Anjana says, but you want a girl to marry, right? As she comes to the room and sees Anirudh, she asks what happened. You didn't get clothes for parking. He says you do it. I don't feel good. She says because we are leaving, trust me, I know you. Nothing happened to you. She asks him to just do the packing. Aditya comes and says I have come to see the preparation. Jhanak says we are going for 2 days. He says creative director wants to talk to you. She asks why. I confirmed I will come. He says yes, you can talk. I will call them. He calls the director. The man says we are happy you are great for the shoot. The credit goes to Anirudh. He told us about you. He reminded of you and Aditya. Aditya asks what do you mean? The man says he said your Jody is hit. We have booked a 5-star hotel for you. Don't mind. It's my duty to give you all the information. We will meet. Anirudh is shifting abroad in 2 days. I hope you know this. They get shocked. Apple and Alon have a talk. Commissioner comes. He gets a special dish for them. Apple says it's my favorite dish and I love it. I always tell the truth. She will never give me that dish. Anirudh asks her to eat it today. Apple gets happy. The commissioner says I get emotional to see you all in this condition. The man who is enjoying there and getting success, whose money is that? It belongs to your husband. And Ruda gets sad. Apple asks, was Shubu poor before? Jana asks what? He's shifting to abroad? The man says he's going with his wife for office projects. She says Anirudh introduced us, but don't give me his news. I am not related to him. She argues with the man. He says, sorry, I didn't mean that. He ends the call. Jhanak says, I told the truth. Does anyone want to know what's in my heart? Aditya says, yes, I want to know. Anirudh gets his clothes. Ashi says, we won't waste money on clothes. He says, then you do the packing. Ashi argues. Anjana says Choton is eager to marry now. What happened to Minu? Choton asks Mrinalini to say. She asks, what will I say? He says, I understood. I have nothing to say now. Grandma says, you already told it. Anjana says, yes, no need to say anything new. You don't want to marry Minu. She always doesn't care now. You want to marry. Why are you saying this in front of Minu? Did you find a girl for marriage? Choton asks, what? Anjana says, then let us find. We need time. Grandma says we have to find a girl now. Choton says, get me married to the girl you liked. Anjana says we had chosen Minu, but you don't want to marry her. Choton says, I want to marry her now. Grandma and Anjana smile. Grandma says Minu should also agree. She has refused to marry you. Anjana asks Minu to say what she thought. Mrinalini says nothing. Choton asks, nothing? You are getting me insulted. Jimmy gets tea. Kajal comes. Apple asks her to come and sit with her. Kajal gives her a chocolate. Apple says, everyone loves me here. I like to stay here. And Ruda asks Kajal to have food. Kajal says, no, I have to go home and cook food for mom. She's unwell. I will go. Apple says, I will force you to stay back. Kajal says, no, it won't be good for you. Apple asks why. Kajal says, I was joking. And Ruda asks Kajal to make luchis for everyone. Kajal says, fine. And Ruda says, forget it now. Whatever we have now is the truth. Commissioner says, no. We have to get back what belonged to your husband. Nalon, I will handle this. Those people took over all the property and money. His third friend has taken the land. And Ruda says, I know. He says, I have all the information. I just need the proof. I will send them a legal notice soon. I found a good lawyer. Lalon asks, but how can I do this? And Ruda says, it's his Sasura now. Jimmy says, so what? Will they shit us? Insult us? We should give them an answer. We can prove that we are not less than them. Aditya says Anirudh is going with his wife Ashi. Jhanak says yes, he does a good job. He will get much success, earn money, name and fame. He will have his children. Aditya says I will stop this song first. Ashi stops the music player and says no romantic songs from now. Aditya says people hear this song when they are sad. Jhanak says don't do more drama. You don't interfere in my life. Aditya said Jhanak, you know I have nothing wrong on my mind. Ashi taunts Anirudh. She says you aren't loyal. He asks why are you living with me? She asks what do you mean? If I leave you then you will go back to Jhanak. And so guys, we've come to the end of this episode and I hope you really enjoyed watching. Please do well to leave what you think down below in the comment box and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.